Can stay with us. Right now, we're joined by the Health Secretary, Ms. Sudan. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us over the phone line. We would like to know, first of all, that what are the arrangements being made so that this disaster does not spread all across the Kerala? So, any kind of special arrangements made by the Health Ministry?
There are three main challenges which are being faced by Kerala right now. Is that the sub-district health facilities are affected.
Okay.
And next is that they will need additional medicines to manage possible disease outbreak once the waters recede. And thirdly, they have to manage health issues in camps.
Okay.
So on all these three fronts, we are with them on managing, the camps. Basically, preventing, maintaining hygiene, having clean drinking water, measures for fly control and mosquito control, disposal of dead bodies and birds, dead animals and birds, because all that can spread disease. So as far as the medicines are concerned, already by Monday, we hope that medicines, the list has been conveyed to us by the Additional Chief Secretary of Kerala, and we hope to airlift these medicines by Monday. Medicines worth 3.11 crores is being sent to Kerala, and they have also appointed a nodal officer. And apart from that, there are many states which are coming forward to help and donate medicines. Like Rajasthan is already ready to send off medicines. So that part also we are integrating. We are with Kerala. We will do all the hand-holding required. And daily meetings, video conferences are actually being held by the Cabinet Secretary, in which we are also, Health Ministry is also a member. Through video conference, the Chief Secretary Kerala also joins in, so that we are all on the same page. It has to be an integrated effort, and that is what we are taking steps for.
Ma'am, have you also written some kind of letter to the states, or are you also taking help from other states as well to mobilize the resources as far as this health materials are concerned, ma'am?
Actually, use of technology is the best. You don't even need to write letters.
Okay.
We have been talking on messages on WhatsApp and on our own closed groups, and so many states have come forward, and we are coordinating that also, because you see, we have to ensure that medicines reach every corner of Kerala. So where to send, how much to send, all that we are coordinating with the state government.
Ma'am, how's the ministry ensuring that the people who are stranded in the flood areas, the medical requirement reach over there as well?
Yes, right now, actually the supplies, you see, the sorties that are being done by Navy, by Coast Guard, by Army, and also by NDRF, they also carry medical supplies and first aid kits. So first aid kits in any case go along with the food. So that is being done, and also there is danger of snake bite. So that ASB medicine, all that is required, all that is also being ensured. And Kerala is a state which is extremely organized in terms of healthcare also, and we are giving them a helping hand, and we are with them.
Ma'am, of course you are with them, the entire country is with them, but of course the big question over here is that the patients, or let me put it this way, that the people of Kerala who are stranded in the flood situation, if in case they need any kind of medical emergency, are there any kind of contact numbers or any kind of helpline numbers for the hospital side so they can reach over there, because the telephone lines are not working over there? So how can they reach you or the health ministry or the hospitals over there, ma'am?
See, you have to understand that they don't need to reach Delhi for hospital assistance. They need to reach the state authorities. That state authority already has given all the helplines. As I said, you must have seen, and it is on TV also, case of one pregnant lady who was rescued.
That's right.
and then she gave birth to a healthy baby. So this is just one case which has come to your light, but let me assure you that there are numerous cases. I am not saying that each and every person has been reached out, because the fury of floods has been so immense that there is suffering. But we are doing our best to be with them, do what we can in terms of sending medicines, in terms of advising. And we have an emergency response team which actually has been sent from Tamil Nadu state to Kerala, and we are also on call if they want an additional doctors to be sent. Right now they have not asked. So we don't have to, we go by what the state requirements, what they need. So that's how we are helping them.
Ms. Sardar, my last question to you, because you have seen these kind of flood situation in past as well. But primarily, what precautions do people need to take at the ground zero over there? Because there are chances that the disease might spread going forward. So what precautions they can take at the ground zero when the flood, primarily in this flood-ravaged Kerala?
Yes. So that is what I was saying, that safe drinking water, as you may have, as Navy and Army and the Defence Forces and NDRF may have told you, we are also dropping drinking water sachets and also packed bottles for the people who are stranded. So first is, please drink safe water, for one. And as far as the children is concerned, please breastfeed babies so that they don't get infections. And as far as defecation and all is concerned, my advice would be that ensure that there is no mixing of drinking water and sewerage, though it's a big challenge. And then they have to prevent themselves from physical injuries.
Okay.
So while being stranded, you have to make sure that you don't slip or be careful and be together. People have to, it's better that, individuals don't move out, but move in a group and together using rope and using, holding hands. These are some small practical advices which I would give.
Okay.
Because if you are together, if any physical injury is also experienced by anybody, at least there will be somebody to help.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, thanks Ms. Sudan for joining us in this special edition of our broadcast on Kerala floods.